Highas and higher healing vibrations. Cosmic Cat here. Let's get into affirmations for the inner child. How are those bellies doing? Bellies are where we hold all of our emotions. It's also our solar plexus and our sacral plexus, our power, our confidence, willpower, just power, willpower, empowerment, confidence, self-esteem, self-value, self-worth. How are you feeling in all of those areas? If you've been calling back all of these things for you and you've been asking for some deeper healing to take place, know that this can be happening. If you've purged a lot this week, if you have had to listen to your body and allow transformation to take place and surrender to it instead of blocking it, connect to it through the pain. I understand this is more difficult to do than to say. Taking the action of doing that could be very difficult when you are in pain, if you have been, but know that the pain will not always be there, and it is happening to improve, to make space for something new in your life. Have you talked to your child today? Asked him or her how they're doing this morning. Let's get right to it and see what the author has to say about October 19th. All right, and if it's your birthday, I would encourage you to check out the birthday reading, as I do one of those every day as well. And it's all about power. Look at that. Huh. Well, thank you, Spirit. I am powerful and I have needs. As my inner child grows more powerful, I become more skilled at meeting my needs. One of the tasks is growing up is to learn to ask for help directly. Oh, that one's been a huge one for myself. Has that been big for you? Asking for help, being too afraid, or, if you grew up in the mentality of, doing it yourself, kind of like those kayak commercials, like, want something done right, do it yourself. Like, that definitely can instill something to you about that. Let's continue reading. In my dysfunctional family, I felt torn between my desire for independence and my neediness. If I asserted my power, I lost my right to have needs. If I asked for help, I lost my hard-won power. Today I will accept that my personal power and my needs are inseparable. If I give up my personal power, I am vulnerable to victimization or abuse. If I give up my needs, I become hard, angry, and rigid. In recovery, I strive for a balance of strength and vulnerability. This balance will come when I recognize my own needs and respond to them powerfully. Desire for independence and neediness. So being able to transform your thoughts of asking for help. Asking for help doesn't mean you lose your power. So you've understood and figured out where the root lies as far as why you don't ask for help or why you struggle with stepping into your power. You know the answer, and finding that is the very first step. So if you're able to shine light on this, who has been successful at calling their power back to them? There is a video I always recommend to others that has helped me on my journey. And it's still in my files. I still listen to it occasionally. In fact, this week, as I was going through a big, huge, major transformation, I listened to it then too. And I probably will listen to it again today. It's, I call my power back. And it really helps you to call your power back to you and release others' powers back to them. There are many ways that you can do this, okay? So this isn't the one place, the only place that you can do it. Find the avenue and the method that works best for you. If you try the video, maybe that will lead you to somewhere else. Spirit is put that little hint into my brain, okay? Accepting your personal power and your needs. Yeah, they go together. They're hand in hand. This really goes in with boundaries as well. I am vulnerable to victimization or abuse. And how many times have you felt you were a victim or you were abused? How many times have you been on both sides of that? I can vouch for myself that I've definitely been in both of these situations. If I give up my needs, I become hard, angry, and rigid. So power. Yeah, I am powerful and I have needs. Let's pull some cards. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, you are powerful and you do have needs, and they actually do go hand in hand really well together. You know, setting boundaries is important, and boundaries are actually are expressions of needs. It's letting someone know what you will allow and what you will not allow in your life, and then standing by them. Standing by your own beliefs, your own system, the thing that you spoke about to others. You know, if you were on a phone conversation and someone began to be disrespectful and you said, okay, I'm open to speaking to you, but if it becomes disrespectful in this way, then I must hang up. Then owning that and doing that. There's nothing there. That is absolutely fine and okay, Spirit says, because that is you actually taking initiative to communicate to someone else what is upsetting you, what you will allow, what you will not allow. And actually, not allowing it to upset you is key, because that's also the boundary. It's that imaginary line of allowing others to have their emotions and you to have your emotions, knowing that separate distinction. It's not allowing the projection, someone to project their feelings onto you, or you taking crossing that boundary and trying to help or fix a situation by just taking their emotions. Calling your power back is very good to do. Joy Plus Soul is the channel on YouTube for you to watch that of Call My Power Back video. The Village. And here you have the Village. This is being surrounded by others who may not want you to spiritually awaken. Others around you, maybe your family, who feel that you doing tarot cards is the devil, or you making the changes that you've made in your life as evil or horrific, or whatever the case may be. This is you deciding whether or not you're going to stay in the village or go within. You're going to stay externally, outward, and continue the life of giving your power away and not asking for help? Or are you going to hear everyone in the village's concern about why they don't want you to go, honor them, and then share? Be bold and brave and be courageous enough to share with them that you are going to take that step, and you're going to do it because it's what is best for you. It's where you are in your life. It's being surrounded by, being in a village, being somewhere that's home, a community where everyone knows everyone. Everyone plays a part, a role, a job, a responsibility, a duty. So relying on others. It's a big step. It's not only scary for the villagers who don't want you to leave, but this is also very scary for you as well. Will you take that step? Do you want to stay and remain in fear, remain powerless, remain in that way of, remain in the life? Actually, I'm asked to pause and hold this up for you to allow yourself to feel anything that you feel by looking at this card, the village. Accepting nothingness. Balancing your lower chakras, the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus. Balance. Balancing your spiritual world with your day-to-day life. This is balancing your day-to-day life. The waves that come, the wind that rustles. And look at this, the Queen of Wands. Being unapologetically you, stepping up. You've gained your power. You've gained your power. And Spirit's bringing up, so this also is implying some of the villagers that don't want you to leave simply are just jealous, and they don't want you to leave because they want to be the one. And this is you stepping in power up to this energy. This is like the gossip of the town that wants to spread rumors about where you're going, what you've done, who you are, all of this, just to like tear you apart because it's something they didn't get or they didn't have or they want. And even if they can't have it, they're going to do anything and everything in their power to make sure that you don't, or that if you are doing it, that you come back to a village tainted by what their ears have heard from others. Yet some villagers are going to know better. Some know. Some know who those are in the village. And it doesn't matter to you because you've stepped into your own energy. That is what you needed. You needed that step into the void, the nothingness, into that curious self of you, the curiosity that's there, going within, so that you can balance your masculine and feminine side, balance those chakras we talked about. Just get more balanced overall with your day-to-day life. A new balance, Spirit says. It's not the balance that you've had or the routine. So your routine may change at home as well with this energy. And this is more than likely going to be for the better. Anytime you get closer with yourself and enhance that inner child connection, it automatically will enhance the world around you. It doesn't mean that you won't have pains. You won't have, there are a lot of ascension symptoms that many aren't aware of, or they run to the doctor and they don't understand why no doctor can't find anything out, or they don't know what it is. Oftentimes it's ascension symptoms. It's things that you've asked for, and then all of a sudden you have a skin rash and you don't know why you have this rash. You could have dizziness, there could be headaches, tiredness, weakness, head pressure, especially if your third eye is coming into play here. But your body physically, if you're changing, your body physically changes too. Think about what you've put into your body and then, and what you're putting into your body now. It is a transition, and just like anything in the world, that, you know, it's not like a light switch, the light and the dark, boom to boom. It's a transition. It takes time, integration, initiation for you to gain this here. Not an overnight situation, but you do gain your power. And with that power comes also the ability to ask for help when needed. You queens are leaders, divine feminine leaders in the world. This is a queen of fire and passion, momentum, not allowing anyone or anything to tell her otherwise. And it's not out of stubbornness or the lack of listening. She will listen, but she will make her own decision. It will not be swayed in any way by anyone around her. And the Queen of Wands definitely knows how to ask for help. That is the message that I have for you today. I hope it resonates. Share in the comments below how it resonated for you, what energy you felt with the reading, balancing your divine feminine with the outside world. This also could be someone else that's around you that you feel like you wish you had their energy. Spirit wants you to know you do have that energy within you. You are a human and you carry the same energy. It just must be found. So going within is going to help you find that, okay? It's the message I have for you. Have a cosmic day and tonight, meow.